The month began with an invitation to visit a collective arts exhibition at Kleive. Kleive is way up Farnafjorden, not far from Molde. The trip there is truly awesome with wonderful views, as you'll see in a minute, along the fjords on the way. The violin is played by Britt Elise Skram. When I get a new tool, I need to know how it works. I need to learn all its intricacies and all its facts and foibles. So I mounted the GoPro in the car as a car camera. It seemed to function quite well. Now you can see here from the map the plus sign is Kleive. I had to travel right from the top of the map. Most fantastic and beautiful journey. This is the last of it, coming into the valley I live with the mountains on the left. I have read that the sweets industry is having a big problem with sales, in particular in European countries, because people are becoming more aware of the health issues. So I was a little staggered to see the amount of sweets in the shops and the prices. Are they trying to addict people? Perhaps that is something which needs to be answered. On a short fishing trip, I decided to have a little look at the bottom. And much to my surprise, I found this. It looked as if the bottom had been ploughed. I am intrigued by this because it gives some indication of how hard fished the area is. And these are apparently the marks made by the weights on a kind of small bottom trawl. One of the beautiful things about the GoPro is its versatility. You can actually wear it, as you can see here. I'm not quite sure that I got it actually positioned right, but frankly I am very, very delighted with the quality and colour of this photograph. This is setting out for a trip in which I was laying a line for long line fishing. That's a very short line, bird. And also doing some fishing. Unfortunately,
I'm going to fish.
a bit rough, and I got very seasick, but it was a good enough.
It's been like this all the time. We got a few. There she is, the boy.
Longlining is always a tremendous adventure. You never know what you're going to catch. I have been concerned that I've been catching a lot of skate and dogfish, and that perhaps they've been damaged before I put them back in the sea. But fortunately this time I caught a skate and was able to put it back, I think, completely unharmed. So it was only hooked for a couple of hours and then it was let go again. I strongly feel that you should catch fish for eating, not for sport. They are, after all, animals, and they deserve every consideration just the same as other animals do.
Well, we got to put you back over the side again. There's no doubt about that.
Skate are such beautiful animals, and in fact are quite gentle and peaceful creatures too. I was very pleased to be able to put this one back completely undamaged.
Oh, he's okay. Good. And a ling, a ling, a ling, a nice little ling. Hello, ling. Good old sweetheart. And that's it. Come on.
After the catching, there is, of course, always the filleting, which takes considerable amount of time. It is fascinating to see the different techniques people use. This is just mine. Perhaps it's not as efficient as it should be, but it seems to work for me. A nice haddock, and in this case it had a considerable amount of roe. It went very well with potatoes. In Mulder there's a big initiative to help businesses and get businesses underway. This particular part of it is called Protamora. When my friend Reidar called and asked if I was interested in going, I jumped at the chance to use some of their advanced equipment. In particular, the laser cutter. This is a printer, a 3D printer. It can produce some most interesting things, like that small item on the right there. Here is Radar. His field is money. He actually has a workshop for producing coins, printing them. This is a glasses case I'd made, and my name was printed in the top. It seemed to be extremely efficient, perhaps too big. This is a project I've been working on for a very long time. The idea is to have articulated pieces of wood as jewellery. The production was extremely successful. Now it is up to me to make it work. There you can see it being cut. Something like 30 seconds for whatever it is, 10 or something. This is how the final item would look. Behind those round objects are, if you like, high-tech, produced by hand. I can produce these at about 3 minutes each. This is a cable channel for the boat. Still more work to do on the boat. As you can see, it's fairly fine. Sunday mornings, it's a lunchtime and a cosy chat down in the harbour, in the boathouse there. It is always amusing and a good way of learning about people and things. Slowly, bit by bit, the electricity is being sorted in the boat. I've now got the warning lights coming on, but there is still a good bit to do. With laying in the cable tidies should make a big difference. Visit to a local musician. He's extremely talented and fortunately is very enthusiastic about sharing and helping me to learn. This is a Craig jig. What it does is it just assists you to drill holes at an angle in a piece of wood for easy fixing and screwing. Here you can see the wood is at an impossible angle and it is fixed extremely efficiently. These are going to be supports for keeping the boat in the garden. It's a long-term project and has taken a great deal of initiative.